Okay, so anyone who's ever been incarcerated, this video is for y'all. This is a question that I have for y'all. So if you've ever been incarcerated for a period up to 3 months or more, or 2 months or longer, I need y'all to chime in and let me know y'all opinion or what y'all time frame is. So we all have family members or have had someone that we know that has been incarcerated or heard through the grapevine that they were in jail. So on the outside looking in, you see the person they are before they go to jail, and you see the person they are when they're in jail, and you see the person they are when they come home. So I used to be ratted out when I was younger. So a lot of the times when my man would come home, he would be so guarded, and I get it. That's 24/7 drama, 24/7 trauma, 24/7 chaos, depending on where you are, where you're based, whatever you're in, and all of that comes into play when it comes to your mental, because you're around it for a long period of time, so you adapt. So as you adapt in prison, as you adapt when you're on the verge of coming home, the question is, when do you guys who've been to jail for these long periods of time, when do you guys ever feel safe again? When do you think that trauma kind of loosens up for you to allow yourself to not be as guarded as you are when you first come home? Now, I've seen, when I mean guarded, I mean these people eat different, they sleep different, they on a different time schedule, their mentality is different. A lot of times they're watching, they don't want nobody standing behind them, beside them. There's a lot of trauma that happens when you're incarcerated, that you go through when you're incarcerated, especially if you ain't never been about it life and you just on a whim. That's a new experience. That's a new level of seeing how real life can get. So my question is, if you've ever been incarcerated, how long until you feel safe again? Because you're not really allowed to be soft in jail. Men are not really allowed to be soft in jail. Women, I think it's a little bit more lenient towards them. Even if you're a female, let me know, more lenient towards them than it is on men. Men have to be guarded 24/7 because you don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to offend the wrong people. You don't want to borrow this. You don't want to have to give that back. There's a lot of rules in jail. So when it comes to coming home, at what point do you say, or did you feel safe again? Did you feel soft or vulnerable again from being tough all the time? Because I know half the time, the only time y'all are allowed to be soft when you're in prison is when you write letters or when you got a phone call at home. And on those phone calls, you still kind of gotta be like, watch it back with what you're saying and how soft that people can see you are on the phone. So a lot of that goes into play. And my question of, when do y'all think that you turn back soft, or do y'all have a period to where you get back to a place where you feel safe? Or do you never feel safe again after experiencing that, or never feel vulnerable